We are here at the Malverne School District office of Michael Messina, who is our Performing Arts Director. Michael, first of all, tell me what instruments do you play and how you got involved in music.
Well, I started as a drummer, and I love drums, and I've always loved drums, number one. Throughout college, I had to dabble in all the instruments, learn my fingerings of the instruments and play them, and get through that, especially piano. I spent a lot of time alone in that practice room getting my piano skills up. But it'll always be drums for me. That's my first and only love.
And what year did you come to the Malverne School District?
I started here in Malverne in the 1996-97 school year.
That's kind of a couple of decades we're into. You're coming into, I think, what, I can't do the math, your 18th year. And what passion, to stay here 18 years, what passion do you feel about the students here and your work helping young people enjoy and learn about performing arts?
Well, when I first came here for my interview, principal was Mark Schur at the time, and Phil Campanella was the music chairperson. And I had just been offered a job upstate in Tuckahoe, New York, which is near Eastchester, kind of near where I grew up. And I said, you know what, let me go on the interview anyway. And I came down, and it just felt right from the minute I walked in. Everybody was so nice, welcoming to me. It was late August. The year was about to start. They needed someone quickly. And Mark Schur sat there, and he was eating lunch at the time, so it was very casual. He said, I want to sit at the Newsday Marching Band Festival with my colleague principals, and I want to be able to point at that field and say, that's my marching band on that field, and be proud of it. Can you do that for me? And marching band was my background and my love, and I said, I think I can. And that was the end of my interview with him, and the rest was formalities with Phil Campanella. But I knew I was in the right place when I heard that.
And did you achieve your goals? Tell us about the exciting things the marching band has been doing.
Well, we started out with small things. We did a halftime show where we moved more than they had in the past. We did a lot of marching drills. Little at a time, we built up more difficult music. We doubled our size in our second year. About in the fourth or fifth year, we went to one competition just to whet their appetite a little bit. And we've since then have 3 state championships, 1 under my direction and 2 under one of my students who took over from me at the high school, Erin Lynch. She has won 2 championships. Mine was in '06 and hers was 2010 and 2011. And we're very proud of them. We have an incredible group of students. There's 110 in there now. I started with 44, so we're really doing very well. I'm very proud to represent this community.
It also must say something about the elementary school music programs, because they eventually get to the high school, but the training begins, would you say?
Well, that was one of my platforms when I took over as music chairperson. I brought instrumental music into that 4th grade. Previously, we had been starting in 5th grade for the 17 or 18 years before that. And I said, you know what, we need to do it in 4th grade like every other district in Nassau County was doing. And the district backed me up on it. We bought instruments, we bought books, we hired a new teacher, and it's been a very successful program.
I think so. Well, one of the reasons I am here is because we're hopefully going to be doing, it'll be an annual thing where alumnus who are performing artists will come back and participate in fundraising to make sure that our district, and especially in the arts, does not suffer at the hands of budget cuts and state and federal endowments and cutting back in programs. And hopefully the band and the chorus will be doing premiering one of my compositions, To Build a Bridge. And as a composer, and you probably can attest to this, Michael, that you really need to see your compositions come alive. If it's written for a full chorus and a full band or orchestra, it doesn't get its justice just piano and vocal. How would you feel about that?
Well, absolutely. When you're composing music, you're hearing it in your head, what it's supposed to be like. And to have that vision realized, there's nothing like it. I personally write all of the drum music for the high school band, including the front ensemble, all the xylophones, marimba, and timpani, and all that stuff. And we were in Syracuse this past weekend, and I was sitting as high as I could get, and just hearing the vision that I had thought way back in June and July when I was alone at home writing it, seeing it and hearing it come to life through our students was just an incredible feeling.
Incredible feeling. So I want to thank you. I know I caught you off guard, but this was a wonderful interview. A lot of the alumnus are going to see this because they're out of touch and they need to know, sometime what's going on in their district and the legacy coming through in the 60s. This district had a wonderful music program, and we want to thank you, the alumnus, keeping that legacy alive. Thank you very much, Michael.
You're welcome.